Hello and welcome to this special report here at OTT. We are in the premier location for British wrestling at the Hangar in Wolverhampton. As you can see, I'm joined by Trent Seven. Trent, first of all, welcome back to Wolverhampton. Welcome back to the Hangar, a place you called home for many, many years.
Indeed.
Now, I want to get straight to it. 27th of January, you are going to be here at OTT and you're going to be going up against The Draw, who have been very vocal about yourself and some of your teammates. Now, first of all, this match kind of came out of nowhere at the start, but Sammy D clearly has a problem with you.
Okay, let's rewind. The fact of the matter is, we are inside the epicenter of British professional wrestling. So I've got to take my hat off, as you say, to Sammy and his arsehole mates, because if you're coming into my backyard, if you're coming into the homeland of British wrestling, and you're talking like that and you're acting the way you are, I'm afraid you're just going to have to get your face smashed in. So on January the 27th, that's exactly what I think is going to happen. I haven't worked my entire life, right, my entire professional life, to build what I had and to build what we had and what we could do to the level of performing in these kind of venues with these kind of crowds. It didn't all just get thrown away just because I ran away and tried to make some money out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't stop. Right, they're coming into Hangar. This is the land that we built. You know, the four of us have all added so much to British wrestling over the course of our careers. And on the 27th, we get to team up for the first time ever as a four and cause some real damage. Real damage.
Now, you talk about the four of you. Let's talk about the four of you. Now, we'll call you the Wolves for now, which
I like that.
Does add synonymously to where all four of you are from, very local, and you've handpicked three other dominant, incredibly talented,
unreal professional wrestlers.
Yes.
That's what I've gone with. And like, I think if you look at the variety that it is as well, it's not just, it doesn't happen to be just the best three professional wrestlers on the independent scene right now. It just happens to be three of the most incredibly different athletes. You've got the powerhouse, you've got the unstoppable will of Dan Maloney, the driller. Do you know what I mean? A guy that will literally bleed blood, sweat and tears to get through a match, let alone win it. Do you know what I mean? So what he's going to do here on the 27th against four arseholes like that in his back garden, I for one wouldn't want to go up against the driller Dan Maloney that night. So fair play to them four boys for getting on their cheap flights over. Secondly, we've got Omari, right, who is without a shadow of a doubt one of the most talented human beings I've ever seen in a professional wrestling ring. And whether it was from the little place that we had in Tipton, where the Hunter brothers were teaching us arm drags for hour after hour after hour, and he was, 16, 17 years old, from that second there, you knew he was going to be a world champion. And he's the world champion right now. He's the OTT world champion. Unbelievable athlete. We talk about it all the time. And then you go on to Darius. Darius, I don't know what it is, man. There's a connection that I just feel to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you go back to the last time that Fight Club Pro was here at the Hangar, it was the last ever show we could possibly do before the pandemic hit. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Darius hitting a 450 on me that won him the World Tag Team titles at the time, right? An unbelievable moment. And we fast forward now to 2023. It's January the 27th. We're back in the Hangar, and now me and Darius are standing next to each other. He's going to wrap me to the ring, maybe. You know what I mean? That's the stuff that you dream of in your career. And that's what them four boys haven't got. They haven't got this camaraderie. They're just four arseholes that would fuck each other over at the drop of a hat just to get a title belt. What they're walking into on the 27th is dangerous. It's a dangerous place.
Now, Sammy has had a few choice words for you. One of them was questioning your loyalty, basically saying you will go anywhere that pays you.
Okay, first port of call, obviously, dickhead. That's what people with no money say. Do you know what I mean? That's what broke-ass people say that is. You do anything for money. Yeah, so would you, but no one's going to pay you because you're untalented and you're a shitmouth, right? There's a reason why that logo is embroidered on that towel. There's a reason why... Right, there's a reason why this logo is embroidered on this towel. It's because I will forever keep coming home, back here, back to Wolverhampton, back to the Hangar, back to British professional wrestling, and back to OTT, where the world title that I want, that I need is, and there is no way that Sammy and his arsehole mates will get in my way. The four boys, the four wolves, the 0121, the 01902 are going to run through you on the 27th of January, and then it's time for me to run myself up the hill to Scrapper Mania.
Wow, well, things are heating up here at OTT. You won't want to miss the 27th of January here in Wolverhampton at the Hangar. Trent Seven, Man Like Doris, Dan Maloney, and of course, Omari will be going against The Draw. Make sure you're here for it.